Most gardeners think the strongest, healthiest plants need costly, store-bought fertilizers. But that's not true. Nature already provides a secret arsenal of growth boosters hiding in your kitchen, backyard, or compost pile. Simple, everyday ingredients are packed with nitrogen, the fuel your plants crave, quietly ready to supercharge growth. In this video, I'll show you how to transform what you already have into a powerful, organic liquid boost that helps your plants thrive, save money, and reconnect with the natural wisdom right at your fingertips. Growing up, I remember spending afternoons in my grandparents' garden, watching them move slowly between rows of vegetables and flowers. They didn't rush to the store for expensive fertilizers or fancy garden gadgets. Instead, they had a quiet confidence in nature, a wisdom passed down through generations. They brewed teas from kitchen scraps, soaked peels and vegetable ends in water, and sprinkled compost carefully, almost as if talking to the soil. Sometimes, they'd smile at a tiny sprout, pushing through the earth, and nod as if the plant had whispered a secret to them. It's funny how easy it is to forget these old tricks in our modern, fast-paced world. Today, we often reach for chemical solutions or ready-made bags of plant boosters, thinking that's the only way to help our gardens grow. But the truth is, some of the strongest, healthiest plants thrive on what's already around us: the scraps, the peelings, the leftover coffee grounds, and the compost we sometimes overlook. By returning to these simple, time-tested methods, we reconnect with more than just our plants. We reconnect with our roots, our heritage, and the simple joy of nurturing life with our own hands. And for seniors watching, this is a gentle reminder. The wisdom you grew up with is still powerful today. You already know how to care for the soil, the plants, and even the rhythms of nature itself. You just might need to dust off those old tricks and give them another chance to shine. When we talk about helping plants grow strong and healthy, one of the most important nutrients is nitrogen. You can think of nitrogen as the plant's growth fuel, especially for leaves and stems. Just like our bodies need the right vitamins to stay strong, plants need nitrogen to stay vibrant, green, and full of life. Nitrogen is what gives leaves their deep green color. When a plant has enough nitrogen, it can make more chlorophyll, the part of the leaf that captures sunlight and turns it into energy through photosynthesis. More chlorophyll means your plant can eat more sunlight and grow bigger, faster, and healthier. That's why lawns and leafy vegetables look so lush when they have the right amount of nitrogen. But when nitrogen is lacking, you can see it right away. Leaves may start to turn pale or yellow, growth slows down, and plants look weak or tired. In a vegetable garden, this can mean smaller yields, fewer flowers, and a general lack of vitality. It's like trying to run a car on empty. The plant simply doesn't have the fuel to perform its best. On the other hand, too much nitrogen can also cause problems. If a plant gets an overload, it may focus so much on leaf and stem growth that it neglects roots and flowers. You might notice long, thin stems that flop over or leaves that burn at the edges. This is the plant's way of saying, I have too much fuel, and I can't use it all. In severe cases, over-fertilizing can damage roots and even stunt growth completely. This balance is why the natural sources we use for nitrogen, things like compost, kitchen scraps, and certain organic teas, are so powerful. They release nitrogen slowly and gently, giving plants exactly what they need without the risk of burning roots or causing leggy growth. It's a natural, sustainable way to help plants thrive. Understanding nitrogen isn't just about chemistry. It's about seeing and responding to your garden. When your plants are a healthy green, you know they're getting enough nitrogen. When leaves start yellowing, it's a signal to adjust feeding. And if stems grow too fast and weak, it's time to ease back. By paying attention to these signs, you can give your plants exactly what they need, and in doing so, feel the same satisfaction our grandparents felt when they nurtured their gardens, using nothing but the wisdom of nature and simple, everyday ingredients. Method 1. The gentle grass clipping tea. One of the simplest, safest ways to give your plants a nitrogen boost is with something you probably already have in your yard: fresh grass clippings. When we think of plant food, many of us imagine expensive bags of fertilizer, but the truth is, nature provides powerful nutrients for free if we know how to use them. Grass clippings are a perfect example. They're rich in natural nitrogen, the exact nutrient your plants need for healthy leaves and stems. Here's how to turn those clippings into a gentle, effective fertilizer. 1. Collect fresh clippings right after mowing your lawn. Gather the green clippings. Make sure they're fresh and free of any chemicals like herbicides or pesticides. The greener the clippings, the more nitrogen they contain. 2. Place in a container. Fill a bucket or large jar about halfway with the clippings. You don't need to chop them finely. Just loosely pack them so water can flow around them. 3. Add water. Pour water over the grass clippings until they're fully submerged. Stir gently to make sure all the clippings get wet. 4. Soak for several days. Cover the container and let it sit for 3 to 5 days. During this time, the water will slowly draw out the nitrogen and other nutrients from the clippings. You'll notice a slightly earthy smell. This is perfectly normal and shows the tea is working. 5. Strain well. Once the soaking period is over, strain the liquid carefully to remove all solid pieces. This step is important to avoid clogging watering cans or dripping on your plants. You want a smooth, easy-to-pour liquid. 6. Dilute before use. Grass tea is strong, so dilute it with water before applying it to your plants. A good rule is about 1 part tea to 10 parts water. This makes it safe for vegetables, flowers, and even potted plants. Too strong, and you risk burning tender roots. 7. Apply to plants. Pour gently around the base of your plants, letting the nutrient-rich liquid soak into the soil. You'll notice leaves looking greener and stems stronger within a few weeks if used regularly. This method is a beautiful example of frugal gardening, taking something you'd normally throw away and turning it into life-giving food for your plants. It's safe, simple, and sustainable, and it connects us to the old gardening wisdom many of us grew up with. Pro tip: keep a few buckets of this tea ready for quick use, especially during the growing season. Your plants will thank you with fuller leaves, vibrant blooms, and robust growth. Have you ever made a fertilizer from something in your yard? Share your old-school methods in the comments. We'd love to see how your garden grows with a little homegrown magic. By using methods like this, we're not just feeding plants. We're celebrating a connection to nature, to simpler times, and to the satisfaction of helping life thrive with our own hands. Method 2. Compost tea, the classic garden boost. One of the oldest, most trusted ways to feed your plants is with compost tea, a gentle, nutrient-rich liquid that turns ordinary compost into a powerful growth booster. If you grew up helping in a garden, you probably remember seeing your parents or grandparents sprinkle compost around plants. Compost is more than just decayed leaves and scraps. It's a living, breathing mixture full of nutrients, helpful microbes, and minerals that plants love. Compost tea is simply compost steeped in water. This process draws out the nutrients and beneficial organisms, creating a liquid fertilizer that is gentle, safe, and incredibly effective. It's especially wonderful for older gardeners because it's mild, low risk, and doesn't involve heavy lifting or handling strong chemicals. You can nourish your plants without worrying about burns or root damage. Here's how to make compost tea step by step. 1. Choose fully decomposed compost. Make sure the compost you use is fully broken down. You shouldn't see recognizable scraps of food or yard waste. Fully decomposed compost is safe and won't introduce harmful pathogens to your plants. 2. Place compost in a container. Fill a bucket or large jar about 1/3 full with compost. This can be homemade compost from your yard or a trusted bag from a garden store. 3. Add water. Pour water over the compost until it's fully submerged. Stir gently to help nutrients start leaching into the water. 4. Steep for several days. Cover the container and let it sit for 2 to 5 days. The longer it steeps, the richer the liquid becomes. But check daily for any foul smells. A healthy compost tea should smell earthy, not rotten. 5. Strain the liquid. After steeping, strain carefully to remove solids. You want a smooth, pourable liquid that won't clog watering cans or drip unevenly on your plants. 6. Dilute if needed. Compost tea is mild, but for delicate plants like young seedlings or herbs, a 1:1 dilution with water is a safe choice. 7. Apply to plants. Pour around the base of your plants, letting the tea soak into the soil. It's perfect for tomatoes, leafy greens, herbs, and flowers. Over time, You'll notice healthier leaves, stronger stems, and even improved resistance to pests and diseases. This method not only nourishes plants, but also supports soil health. The beneficial microbes in compost tea help break down organic matter in the soil, making nutrients even more available. You're not just feeding your plants. You're feeding the soil and building a thriving ecosystem right in your garden. Pro tip: keep a small batch of compost tea ready during growing season for quick applications. A gentle boost every few weeks keeps plants lush and productive without heavy work. Have you ever used compost tea or made a garden booster from old scraps? Share your tips and tricks in the comments. Let's celebrate the simple, effective ways our gardens grow. Method 3. Coffee ground water. A small but powerful trick. If you love coffee like many of us, here's a simple way to turn your morning habit into a garden boost. Used coffee grounds are a surprisingly powerful, slow-release source of nitrogen, one of the key nutrients plants need to grow healthy leaves and strong stems. Instead of tossing them into the trash or down the drain, you can give your plants a gentle, natural boost with a simple infusion called coffee ground water. The key is to make it mild and safe. Many people think, why not just pour coffee directly onto the plants? That's a mistake. Coffee is too acidic for most plants and can actually harm roots. By steeping the grounds in water and diluting the liquid, you create a nutrient-rich drink for your plants that's completely safe, even for indoor flowers, potted herbs, and delicate vegetables. Here's how to make your own coffee ground water in a few easy steps. 1. Collect used coffee grounds. After brewing your morning cup, save the used grounds. A few tablespoons are plenty for a small batch. Make sure the grounds are cool, dry, and free from mold. Fresh, clean grounds work best. 2. Place in a container. Add the coffee grounds to a jar, bucket, or watering can. You don't need to pack them tightly. A loose layer is enough for the nutrients to seep into the water. 3. Add water. Pour room temperature water over the grounds until they're fully submerged. Stir gently to help release the nitrogen and minerals. The water will slowly turn a light brown color, which is perfectly normal and shows your infusion is working. 4. Steep for a few hours. Let the mixture sit for 3 to 12 hours. Unlike compost tea, coffee ground water doesn't need days to extract nutrients. A short steep is enough to make the fertilizer mild and effective. 5. Strain the liquid. If you prefer a smooth pour, strain the liquid to remove solid particles. This prevents clogging watering cans or leaving gritty bits around the base of your plants. 6. Dilute generously coffee ground. Water should be heavily diluted before applying. A good starting point is 1 part coffee infusion to 10 parts water. For indoor plants or sensitive seedlings, dilute even more. This ensures your plants get a gentle nitrogen boost without risk of root burn or over-acidifying the soil. 7. Apply to plants. Pour around the base of your plants, letting the liquid soak into the soil. Over the coming weeks, you'll notice greener leaves, stronger stems, and healthier overall growth. This is an easy, sustainable way to nourish your garden using what you already have in your kitchen. Safety note: never pour straight coffee on plants. It's too acidic and can harm roots. Always use the infusion and dilute properly for best results. Method 4. The alfalfa booster for fast growth. If you're looking for a tried-and-true booster to help your plants grow faster and healthier, alfalfa is a wonderful option. Alfalfa meal or pellets are naturally high in nitrogen, making them a perfect nutrient source for leafy growth and strong stems. Gardeners have relied on alfalfa for decades, especially those growing roses and other flowering plants, because it's gentle, effective, and easy to use. The magic happens when you turn alfalfa into a liquid tea. By soaking the meal or pellets in water overnight, the nutrients leach out into a mild, organic nitrogen solution that your plants can absorb quickly. This alfalfa tea is gentle enough for most vegetables, flowers, and potted plants, yet powerful enough to give noticeable results in leaf color, stem strength, and overall vitality. Here's how to make your own alfalfa booster step by step. 1. Choose your alfalfa. You can use either alfalfa meal or small pellets, which are often available at garden centers or feed stores. Both forms contain nitrogen, trace minerals, and even a bit of growth-promoting compounds called triacontanol, which can stimulate plant growth naturally. 2. Place in a container, put about 1 cup of alfalfa meal or pellets in a bucket or jar. For larger batches, scale proportionally. There's no need to grind pellets. Soaking will release the nutrients effectively. 3. Add water. Pour about 1 gallon of room temperature water over the alfalfa. Stir gently to make sure everything is wet. 4. Soak overnight. Cover the container and let it sit for 8 to 12 hours. During this time, the nutrients slowly diffuse into the water, creating a rich, organic nitrogen tea. You'll notice a pleasant, earthy smell, a sign that your tea is ready. 5. Strain the liquid. Once soaked, strain the liquid to remove solids. This prevents clogging watering cans and ensures a smooth application around the base of your plants. 6. Dilute if needed. Alfalfa tea is naturally mild, but for delicate seedlings or indoor plants, dilute the liquid with an equal amount of water. For outdoor plants or mature flowers, it can often be used undiluted safely. 7. Apply to plants. Pour the tea around the roots of your plants. The nitrogen will encourage lush green growth, stronger stems, and healthy, vibrant leaves. It's especially loved by rose gardeners because it promotes vigorous leaf and flower development without risk of burning the plants. Why it works? Alfalfa not only provides nitrogen, but also contains small amounts of potassium, phosphorus, and natural growth stimulants. These compounds help plants absorb nutrients better, support root development, and improve overall plant resilience. It's an organic, sustainable solution that shows how simple ingredients can make a big difference. Using homemade nitrogen teas doesn't have to be complicated, and with a few simple tips, seniors can care for their gardens safely and confidently. First, timing matters. The best time to water your plants with these natural fertilizers is in the morning or late afternoon. During these cooler parts of the day, plants can absorb nutrients efficiently, without the risk of scorching leaves. Under hot sunlight, when applying, always pour the fertilizer at the base of the plant, directly into the soil. Avoid pouring on leaves, especially delicate or young foliage, as even mild teas can leave residue or cause minor burns if exposed to direct sunlight. A gentle stream around the roots is all that's needed to feed the plant where it counts. Consistency is key, but there's no need to overdo it. Light feeding every 2 weeks is enough for most vegetables, flowers, and potted plants. Over-fertilizing can stress the plant. Even with gentle teas, so a steady, measured approach is best. If you make more fertilizer than you can use immediately, store leftovers only for a few days. Homemade teas can ferment or develop odors if left too long, so it's better to make small batches as needed, properly stored in a covered container in a cool place. They remain effective and safe for short-term use. Many seniors share heartwarming stories of plants that seemed to struggle for weeks, suddenly springing back to life after a gentle nitrogen drink. Leafy vegetables that had turned pale green or yellow perk up within days. Potted herbs, once droopy and tired, regain their lush vibrancy. It's amazing to watch a simple, natural tea revive life in the garden. These moments are a reminder of the joy of gardening. It's not just about growing plants, but about nurturing life, patience, and a connection to nature that rewards care with visible results. You don't need expensive, chemical-laden products to help your garden thrive. Some of the best fertilizers come from simple things we often overlook in our kitchens and yards: grass clippings, compost, used coffee grounds, alfalfa pellets. These are the same natural ingredients our parents and grandparents relied on, and their wisdom still works today. By feeding your plants gently and naturally, you're not only helping them grow, but also reconnecting with a timeless rhythm of nature and nurturing your own satisfaction in seeing life flourish under your care. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a like, share it with a gardening friend, and subscribe to the Evergreen Seniors, where growing never stops, no matter our age. We'd love to hear your stories too. Have you ever revived a struggling plant with a simple homemade fertilizer? Share your experiences in the comments below and inspire fellow gardeners with your wisdom. Remember, gardening is about patience, observation, and care, and every little action counts toward a thriving, beautiful garden.